Hi guys, it's Ben from Northwest Sasquatch Studies and Research. We're driving back out, and we went back to the little area. Good news, no one was out there legally camping. We were at least through the area, going through to our place, because we're not exactly in that area, but still, if they're hiking around or something, could cause issues with contamination or something. But we went back down that area where I did the wood knocks in the dark. And once again, it was absolutely dead quiet, like not a single sound. My hairs were standing on my legs. It was real weird, just out of the ordinary odd. And I heard something moving around in the brush, like little steps, not like light steps. It was weird, like something stalking. I'm pretty sure it was a cat, either that or Bigfoot or one of the two, but I'm pretty sure it's predatory, whatever it was. And I felt like at that moment, me and my girlfriend and two dogs, just probably felt it would be a smarter idea to just vacate the area just for being safety. Didn't have enough light on us to be able to really see what was going on around us, so the little flashlight went far enough, just enough for if something did show up, it would just pop up in front of us. Sorry for the shakiness, we're on a really bumpy road. But yeah, so we're just driving out, and I figured I'd ask some questions for all my fellow researchers and things. What are your guys' thoughts on Sasquatch moving around during times of year? Like, do you think they're more up in the mountains during the hotter months or down lower in the valleys? Do you think they follow the food sources just like any other predator? And do you think they follow the berries, when they ripen up and stuff? Things like that, I'm more curious. And then do you think, what are you guys' thoughts on like miles, like how far they move around? Do they stay in an area, like a small area? Do they go very vast? What are your guys' thoughts on things like that? And then, like I've asked before in many other videos, has anyone in the north, in Oregon coast area, near Dallas, from basically Corvallis to Tillamook, and Tillamook State Forest, Van Duzer Corridor, and the thing's called the Sasquatch National Forest, have heard any new reports, anything recent, or even older ones? I'm looking for reports for those areas, particularly the Van Duzer Corridor in those forests up there, particularly, and the Sasquatch near Lincoln City, that part of the forest. So if anyone's heard anything or gotten any new reports or heard anything at all, send me a message, because I'm always taking reports and I'm always taking new things, and I don't judge anyone. And if you want your name out of the report, just let me know and I can keep it out and keep it all confidential, because I'm just using it for research purposes. I'm not going out there to tell the world about it, about you or the person. I just am using them for scientific reasons. I will post like a thing telling that I found another one, but I won't bring people's names in. I'll change names, or just not use names at all. Just say a person found or had this sighting or this report at that time. So if you guys have heard anything new lately, let me know. So far I've gotten, I think, like 6 or 7 reports out of the Van Duzer Corridor by itself this year. Not recent. The most recent one, I believe, was last fall. But I mean, people actually coming forward and saying something. In the past year and a half, I think 7, and it would be 8, including mine, the Sasquatch I saw. So there's that. But I just have this sneaky suspicion, like this gut feeling. I believe there's more reports out there, but people just don't want to talk about it or bring it up, which is totally normal. And the thing is, I'm trying to get people like them to talk to me, because I don't need to bring their names or anything. I'm just using it for my research purposes, because the more I can get, the more I can prove things. It's like right now, I'm trying to get up in there in the forest of Van Duzer Corridor area, up in the backcountry a little ways, to see if I can do some research in there one day. But it's so hard because everything's private land. But I don't know. that's the biggest thing. And the other area I wouldn't mind looking more into is I might be living close to there. We'll be living closer to there. It's Tillamook State Forest and Tillamook area and the coast, Central Coast area from like basically Lincoln City and Depot Bay, Newport, Tillamook, Cloverdale, and all that area. Those forested areas. But the bigger one I would like to do is the Van Duzer corridor. It's like my goal. I don't know if there's any other researchers in that area, Van Duzer corridor, but I'd love to talk to them if there is. Because, man, I just have this feeling, well, I know there's Sasquatch there because I've seen one, but I just have this feeling that there's so much more reports and more sightings than what people are saying. But y'all have a good weekend and a good night. Northwest Sasquatch Studies and Research. Y'all have a good day or good night.